for stepping on my toes. At the top of the key, that's an ISO. My career about to take off flight mode. You don't like where we're headed? What you sitting on my flight for, huh? Yeah, they said wait until your time comes. Nope, time's up. You put in that album, got you thinking it's your birthday. Woo! Yeah, I'm full of surprises. A lot of pressure on the records, and you know I'm making diamonds.
Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Oakland A's. The A's have played excellent baseball of late. They'll try to bring their win streak to a baker's dozen next. Andrew Triggs, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollock. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. A good pitch there down in the zone as this is popped weakly to the left side. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He was hitless in the shutout last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Barretos got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Digging in, Coco Sullivan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half first. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself. Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, and he's one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball right now, carrying a 10-game hitting streak into this one. Greinke over to first, just keeping him close. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Sullivan aboard here at first with nobody out. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, this is one of those good news, bad news situations. The good news is you fooled the hitter and he swings through the pitch. The bad news is the pitch wasn't even in the same zip code as the strike zone, and it goes as a wild pitch.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Marcus Semien is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Shoots this one over to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately from top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice, pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot too. Leadoff man at third with one down. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the A's have taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Here's Chris Davis now, as Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike one. Runners on first with one down. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Semien rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike two. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Here's Ichiro now, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move to the second inning here in Oakland. It's the A's 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Jake Lamb standing in now as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Sliced hard on the ground. To his left, Sullivan. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, pregame, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shagging. This team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League. And the amount of work that goes in to playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team really good.
And now a pitch on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The left fielder, number 24, Yasmani.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliders in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail things here 2-0. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He also had 3 hits in the win last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now at the plate, Bruce Maxwell. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Using a nothing pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Hit on the ground is short. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, you know, Dero, a lot of the top pitchers, if you're going to get to them, you want to get to them early. This is a big lead, 3-0 early against a very good pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, they have to feel good about this one, Dan. Going to have to find a way to slowly tack on runs. But if you would have told this offense they'd have 3 early, they would have took it.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Has a look, now the pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. Tomas on the move, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's take a look at A.J. Pollock. This guy is dynamic from both sides of the baseball. Steals bags, hits for power, but his signature is on defense. His ability to run balls down in the gap and play an unbelievable center field.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Coco Sullivan. He reached on a single in his first try. Set, here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Tomas moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty.
Next will be the designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard towards the hole. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dero, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. Goldschmidt on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A's have to settle for just the 1. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The A's lead this one 3-0. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the third from the Coliseum here on the show. So to the plate, the Diamondbacks designated hitter, Steven Souza. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Daniel Descalso.
Up next for Arizona, Daniel Descalso. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Descalso playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Here's Chris Davis now. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Left fielder, Chris Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Goldschmidt in foul ground, but no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. Line toward the gap in left center. Pollock will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. So with 1 away, it's time to give you a good look at the standings out west in the National League as you see where the Diamondbacks sit entering play here today. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. Marte backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting the right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Tomas giving chase, and no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is lined softly here to the left side. Just foul. Now another 0-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Good work there by Zach Greinke. Now let's see if the bats can come to life. They're down 3-0. Striding in once again, A.J. Pollock. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Softly on a line to third, and this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, shortstop, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul for strike 2. And here's a changeup in there for a called, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards case.
So 2 are gone now in the Diamondbacks' 4th, and stepping in, the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good looking sinker on the inside corner.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, this boy isn't around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. Still down 3-0. Digging in to try it again, Franklin Barreto. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Franklin Barreto.
First offering on its way. Soft liner to the right side. And that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 13.
Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Down the left field line and deep. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. To short, hit hard. Marte gloves it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Center fielder number 11, Dustin Fowler.
Striding in for Oakland, Dustin Fowler. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. Lamb is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's, but they lead it 3-0. Jake Lamb standing in now.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch of the at-bat. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And you can see that he's had it working here in the first 2 months of the year, currently leading the AL in that category. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Peralta. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1. Grounded foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Stepping into the box, Yasmani Tomas. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail in this one 3-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Coco Sullivan.
Third baseman, Coco Sullivan.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th. So a line drive single to left makes it 2 hits for him now this afternoon at the plate. And that leads us right to our Oakland leaderboard as we see that his season total is good for 2nd best on the club. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper. Here comes the 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. So it's a base hit and a stolen base for him to kick off the inning. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Sullivan stands at second with no outs. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Grounded to the right, and that's by him into right field for a base hit, and he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Standing in now, Chris Davis. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 39 on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, this goes to show you that nobody is immune from throwing a clunker from time to time. We all know he's a great talent on the mound, but right now they are just jumping all over him.
Patrick Corbin gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Matt Olson.
First baseman.
Popped high in the air. Lamb over to his left. He's got it one away. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Here's Ichiro now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way to left center. Pollock on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he'll pull into second with one away.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through into center field. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 8-0.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Stepping in now, Bruce Maxwell, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. Strike taken, the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
A pause, and the 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Another good inning for the A's. Maybe the best fans in baseball right there, and they're loving it at the 5 and dime. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Stepping up to the plate, Steven Souza. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
In there, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider's still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So the shutout's still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Stepping in, Alex Avila looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Pitch on its way to Avila. Started that swing a bit too early.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
A bouncer to the left side. Sullivan is right there. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Standing in, Daniel Descalzo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Hey, D-Row, it's kind of getting late early. That's only their first hit of the game, and we're into the 6th inning.
Yeah, this guy's been on point all day, working it in and out. Their pitching staff obviously did their homework on this offense. But right here, able to break through with the first knock. Hopefully the pass the baton mentality goes into effect, and we get some offense.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Descalzo, the runner at first with 2 gone. A bouncer up the middle. Barreto fields cleanly. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Coco Sullivan is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded back up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Hey, D-Row, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
From the stretch, runners off for second, and this one gets away, and no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it and forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 1-0, and there's a base hit on the line. He'll come home with it. The tag by Avila, too late, safe at home plate.
Hey, D-Row, not an easy decision right there for a third base coach. That ball was hit pretty hard to right field, and you have to make a quick decision if you're going to send that runner or not.
And you know what, Dan? When you take stock in outfield arms, usually the guy with the best one is standing in right field. That's an aggressive send and way to pick up that run.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien as he grounds one briskly to short. Descalzo on to Goldschmidt, a double play.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Very weakly on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. 7th inning coming up. The A's lead it 9-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. And that'll bring in the middle infielder Ketel Marte. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A called strike over the outside corner.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well, and one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. High in the air out to center field. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now in the box, Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Hard hit ball to short. Barreto brings it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So this home crowd likely to give him a standing O as he departs with the shutout in check, and a nice tip of the cap there to acknowledge a job well done.
Your attention, please. Now
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
The 0-1 delivery. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Two out, nobody on. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Diamondbacks down in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
For the Athletics, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Here's Ichiro now,
as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield.
Lamb will get under this one, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Franklin Barreto.
Ready once again, Franklin Barreto singled home run in his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Olson leads off first with one away. High in the air out to center field. Pollock has a read on it. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 13, Bruce Maxwell.
Striding in, Bruce Maxwell. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit to short.
Marte has it.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the A's 9 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Now at the plate, David Peralta. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Line to the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. There's a look at how we got to where we are. A's leading this one here in Oakland as we draw nearer to the finish line. Digging in, Yusmani Tomas. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's going to be a fair ball as Ichiro's over to play it near the corner. The relay. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
In now, Steven Souza, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. No hits to this point. And he misses with it, 1-1. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Barreto's got it, and there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 5, Alex Avila.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering on its way. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Tomas at third with 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
The 0-2 home. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're down 9-0. Digging in once again, Dustin Fowler. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Dustin Fowler.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Stepping in now, Coco Sullivan. He swings and grounds it to short. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to Goldschmidt, a double play.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself and turn 2. Pretty smooth.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Wind up and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Marte fields it cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down go the Athletics on a total of 4 pitches. But they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Ready for another shot now. Daniel Descalzo starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the 9th.
Center fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go A.J. Pollock. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And now time is called and the reliever is warm out there. Liam Hendricks answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Liam Hendricks.
First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. Back up the middle. To his left, Barreto. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Ketel Marte.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict where this amazing streak's going to end, so I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. Oakland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Andrew Triggs earns his 8th victory of the season as he goes 6+, allowing only a single base hit. Zach Greinke allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics, 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, no runs but only 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes.